Alright, so today I'm going to show you how I barbecue chicken. Chicken video, right? That's weird. Why is Russell doing a chicken video? Well, because my chicken always turns out great. I find a lot of people have problems cooking chicken. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how I do it. Let's get into it. The first thing about barbecuing chicken is, of course, like a lot of meats, is getting the right cut. And I only ever go for, and this is after a lot of trial and error, I only ever go for, turn this on, chicken thighs. Bone in, skin on chicken thighs. The skin's going to keep all that moisture inside, and I don't know what it is about the bones in there, but it helps keeps the moisture inside as well. Like if you kind of fillet a chicken thigh open to take the bone out, well, I think you're going to lose a lot of your moisture. Anyway, I'm actually cooking these tomorrow. Today I'm just going to start the marinade. I recommend doing it at least overnight, but you can, in a jiffy, get away with like a couple of hours beforehand, if you want. These have been in the freezer for a little bit, and I took them out yesterday. They're still a little bit hard on the inside, and that's fine. A couple of times later today, I will kind of squish it. I'm going to put them all in this bag, and I will squish them up and move them around. So I'm going to make sure that they're all nice and thawed out. So I'm not going to do anything weird with these. Oh, maybe it's not weird if you like to wash your chicken wings or pat them or something. I don't do any of that. Right in the bag. I don't think it's a big deal. Flip them over. Pull up the thingy. There you go. So I do family packs of chicken thighs because what I'll do is, like, obviously I'm here most of the time by myself, and then City Road comes through and she'll be like, do you have any chicken in the freezer? And I'll be like, yeah, I got chicken in the freezer, because I do family packs. And these are great. Once you've barbecued them, you can freeze whatever you don't use right away, and then take them out and microwave them, and they're almost as good as when you freshly made them. So the main ingredient that I'm going to put in this marinade, I cannot see this at all. Are we in? So it's just going to be like zesty Italian dressing, right? And this is going to be the lion's share. I've got about a third of a bottle here. I'm going to put it all right in. Don't be shy. Now you might think it's going to be waste, but this concoction that we're making in the marinade, tomorrow I'm going to use it to baste the wings while they're cooking. So next big ingredient is going to be the barbecue sauce of your choice. Usually I use Sweet Baby Ray's original. I like that, but use whatever you got on hand. This is gourmet, I can't even read that, gourmet maple. So I'm just going to guess 4 or 5 tablespoons. I don't know. This was, I should look this up, how much chicken this was. Not that it's going to be that much important. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, and this will help it from sticking to the grill. About half a cup, I'm going to say. I don't know. And then if you want a little bit of hot sauce. I'm going for Frank's, but City Girl has her own hot sauce that she likes. But I'm not going to put her hot sauce on all these wings, because her hot sauce is a lot hotter. A dash. So now we're going to close this up and try and get as much of the air out of it as possible. There's actually a trick for doing this sort of thing. I'll show you. See if I get it handy here. Aha! A straw. So what I'm going to do here is put the straw in here and then close the Ziploc. This is a freezer bag, by the way, one of the large freezer bags. Always have freezer bags handy. Okay, now I'm just going to suck the air out of this. What is going on with this bag? Come on, man. Okay. Yep, that was hot sauce. Alright, we just want to spread it all around, mix it all up. It's probably smarter if you like mixed all these in a bowl and then put it in there. That makes sense, wouldn't it? But I'm going to give this a good mixing. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. Like, I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes and just kind of rub it all around. And then it's going to go in the fridge overnight. And tomorrow sometime, probably in the afternoon, I'll be throwing this on the barbecue. We'll come back. As I said earlier, at least twice more, I will take these out of the fridge and just mix them up some more. Probably, like if they're sitting in the fridge like that, I'll leave them like this. Like I'll squish them up again and I'll leave them like this. And I can still feel that they're frozen right now, so I might like try to open them up a little bit later on. Just make sure that the sauce gets to every part of them. Anyway, that's it for now. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so it's been about a little over 24 hours since I started this off, and twice yesterday, last night, I did this sort of thing with it, took it out and did this for a couple of minutes, and twice more today, and I'm doing it right now, although it's got to be as done as it's going to get. Anyway, I got my tongs, I got my baster, and we're headed outside. You don't need a fancy barbecue to do most barbecue things. This is a Weber kettle, 26 inches, I think. Nothing too fancy about it. It's always a good idea to have a little container of water in your barbecue, because it's a dry heat, right? So I'm just going to put this aside for a second. My grill. Oh. Gotta move the thing. A nice place to hang it. I'm gonna shake out my okay, I'll be right back. So it's really important that you know your own grill. You've got to get your barbecue to around 325 degrees Fahrenheit and keep it there for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. It doesn't take that long to cook thighs. I have these half moon things in here. There's 2 of them, making a circle, a full moon. And that really just helps keep all the charcoal over to one side, and at a nice, I can bring it up to a nice height to, because we're going to sear these before we actually cook them. I've got a little chimney here that I also use. Again, you don't need one. I find that helps. And this is kind of where I just know how much charcoal to put in here. And I top it off with the remnants from the last cook, which was ribs last weekend. Some of those were so tiny I probably shouldn't have used them, but anyway. Now I got 2 empty half moons. So I use these tiny little fire starter bricks because they burn for a long time, and I just find that they help get the barbecue started. I sit on a little brick here. Actually take a little bit to get going, of course, and it's really windy. There we go. But those things burn for like 15 minutes, so I'll leave it like that, spread them out a little bit, and we'll come back. That's coming nicely. So a couple of things I want to talk about before we actually get into this. One is the barbecue's got to be really hot when we first get started, and that's good. You want to get the grill, this thing, nice and hot before you put the chicken on it, because that's going to help stop it from sticking. So as soon as I get the charcoal in place here, I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm just going to wait for like 3 or 4 minutes while the grill heats up. Barbecue's going to be really hot. I'm going to have all the vents open because I'm going to start by searing the chicken, because you don't like that rubbery skin on it. The searing is going to make that nice and crispy, going to crisp it up, and the barbecue is going to be really hot for that. And then all the chicken will get offset on the one side, and they will cook offset like that. And that's when I want to bring the temperature way back down to like 325. We want to do that pretty quick. by almost closing all the vents. We watch the temperature, and then as soon as it comes down to the 325 area, we start opening the vents again. And then again, it's a know your barbecue. Like, like how quickly is the heat going down? Is it going up? And just constantly adjust the vents until you get that right temperature. I should have enough charcoal here. I won't have to add any more. There's enough smoke. Anyway, wanted to talk about all that before we got started here. Not yet. I want to see flames coming out of the top of the coals before I pour that in. It's hot. So it's almost there, but one little trick I have is to use something like this. I can see the fire's close to the top, but the other thing that happens is all those tiny little bits of charcoal I put in there can block it from the fire from coming up. So we're just gonna pour it in now. And now I'm just going to use my charcoal tongs to spread it out. Try and make it nice and even so that you get a nice even heat for searing the chicken. I can see I've used a little bit less charcoal than I usually use here. Okay, so I'm going to get the I'm going to put the grill on. Give it a quick cleaning. So you got all the rib stuff from last weekend still on here. Good stuff. That'll add to the chicken flavor. All right, so we're gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna open up the lower vent and the upper vents. I'm gonna open this wide open. And we're going to let the grill heat up for about 3 or 4 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a puppy in Sphinx pose. That's what we call Sphinx pose when it's lying down and paws are straight ahead. It's already changing. What is it becoming? Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We're going to go in with the chicken. Now it's okay to have actual flames going on in here. If the chicken's in the actual flames, you just got to watch it. It'll of course cook a lot faster. You see I don't have a lot of flames here. I kind of like it when I do. Now like a lot of things, barbecue things, look for the hot spot and then cycle the meat through the hot spot. Now, I'm putting the chicken where I think it's hottest. I could get a couple more pieces around there, but I'm not going to push it. I'm just gonna start with this. See where we get. I don't know what's going on here. Get that chicken right over that fire that's happening right there. Yeah, that's not good enough yet. Not good enough yet. But it doesn't hurt to turn them off often, just to see what's happening on the other side. That's starting to get a good color right there. This one's not hitting the heat at all. Oh, actually, we do have a little bit of a... Yeah, that's the kind of crisp we're looking for right there. I can see I should have used a bit more charcoal on this one. Yep. As I said, a little fire is good. You just gotta watch it. That's all. Some chicken grease must have gotten down in there. This is good though. It was taking a long time. Get some fire. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for right there. Holy crap! It all just kind of came alive. Yeah, you can see putting it in the fire isn't like burning it, but it will burn it eventually. This piece is looking really good. That's how we want our skin right there. Nice and crispy. And there's the underside. That's looking good. Okay, I'm going to take that piece off. And I just put it offside, the other side of the smoker, or the barbecue. This is looking good. That one needs some more. I'm going to finish these 3 pieces and then go for the next one. Alright, that's what we're looking for right there. Okay, so I'm taking that off. A little bit of char is okay. This is looking good. Alright, so I'm going to sear the rest of the pieces. I'm not going to show every single one. Wanted to show you what we're looking for here. And we'll come back. So my last 3 pieces are on. Got not a lot of juice left in the bag here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into a bowl, and then I'm just going to top it off with barbecue sauce. And if you don't have any of this left, then just baste with barbecue sauce. It's not that important that use this. And I'm going to baste the top and the bottom of these wings. I was short a little in the sauce, so I just added barbecue sauce again. And if you just want to use straight barbecue sauce for this part, I often do it that way anyway. I still ran out. Skin down. Can you think of why? Skin down? Can't tell you. It's important though. Alright. Now we hunt for the elusive 325. And we get ready with our most important barbecue tool. It's not here. I'll go get it. Yes, that's right. The instant read thermometer. City Girl's over there grinning at me right now. You grinning at me? Okay, one more thing. I'm going to put the water in. Put it sort of over the coals so it heats up faster. Get that moisture in there. I should put it on the other side actually. Away from the vent. Okay, and the temperature right now it's 250. So as it rises and hits 325, I'll start adjusting those vents. So it's coming up pretty quick, so I'm already going to start closing down the vents. So it's been about 10 minutes and I'm just going to check progress here. What I'm aiming for is the thickest piece in here to be around 150 150 to 155. When the biggest piece in here is 150 to 155, I'm going to take them all off. Right now, this is, 133. This might be the thickest piece right here. 121. Oh, sorry, 136. My bad. It's got to be in the middle. 137. So it's on its way. Then another, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes or so. Whew. 140, 150, 152. Find another spot on here. You don't want to touch the bone where you're doing it. 149. 146. So we're nice and close here. 148, 149. Yeah, pretty close. Another couple minutes. So I'm sorry about the fan, but this can't wait. I've got one piece over here testing at 154. Yeah, that one right there. Everything else is like 160-ish. Yeah, okay, so this one's 157. Yeah, close enough. Take them off. They'll still continue to cook for a few minutes, so that's all right. Looking good, huh? It's always important that it looks good. That is a plate of chicken. My God. Yeah, guess what we're gonna do with it? Yeah, you know it. So yep, they're still cooking a little bit, and they will land in the like the low 160s. That lowest piece will probably land at 160. This way, yeah. Smile. I'm gonna be on screen. Nope, I'm not. All right, let's try it.
Wow. Tender, juicy, flavorful.
It's falling apart.
That is good.
Every single time. Never fail. I mean, once I got the what's the word I'm looking for? Once I got my plan in place. That's not the word I was looking for. Once I figured out how to do it properly. Alright, that's going to be it for the barbecue chicken video. Now we're making nachos.
Yes, with chicken.
We'll show a little bit of that. I totally forgot something. Very important. You can continue.
Oh, okay.
I will let this cool on a plate for no more than 5 minutes, tops. After that, it goes into a freezer bag. Now, it's mostly just me here most of the time. So I can't finish this big plate of chicken, very quickly. So I will freeze a lot of it. In fact, I'm going to freeze, unless you want me to leave a piece of chicken.
2 pieces for tomorrow's dinner.
Okay. Yeah, I will put it all in a big bag, except for 2 pieces. And then I just take out a piece whenever I need. Like if I think I want a piece of chicken tomorrow, I'll just take one piece out and put it in a sandwich bag and throw it in the fridge. And it's almost as good. You take a piece of this chicken out of the freezer, you let it thaw overnight, you just heat it up in the microwave the next day, and it's almost as good as when it was originally cooked.
You know what I find? When you're talking about the whole freezing and thawing thing, it retains its juiciness.
And here's an extra bonus tip. Okay, I've got 2 pieces here. I'm going to set them aside for a sec.
Sure.
Over here. The reason I'm putting them into a bag fairly quickly is so that they don't dry out. Like if you let them sit here for, half an hour while they cool off, they will dry out. And the other thing I do is, lots of juices left on the plate. They go right in the bag. Use a little spatula here to help you out. Right in the bag. And the free juices that go in the bag, it'll either get on the chicken, or it might turn into globules some places. Like it almost looks like a little rubbery piece of fat, but it's not. It's just the chicken juice. So don't throw it out. Put it with your chicken. I'm gonna seal this up, and I'm gonna leave it sitting here for a while just to cool down, and then probably in about 15-20 minutes I'll put it in the freezer. There you go. And that is the barbecue chicken video. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, we're doing nachos now.